Shalom, Yashar Allah. First and foremost, I would like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to all you hopeful Lektakim out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp. And I wanted to do this lesson based on an article that I saw online about the number of chariot sightings and their how many chariot sightings are in comparison to the United States based on other parts of the world. And the United States being the number one hotspot for chariot sightings, which I thought was interesting. You know, we all understand that Israel is scattered throughout the four corners, but the bulk of the Israelites is right here in Babylon the Great. You know, the majority of the prophets are here. You know, so it would only make sense that the chariots would be most seen over the areas where the prophets and the um, men of the Lord are, because obviously, you know, the angels are always taking care of brothers, but also, you know, they're keeping an eye on our enemies, keeping tabs on this wicked ass nation that we're under. You know, a lot of the chariot sightings have been seen over nuclear facilities and military bases, places that are very important to the strength of the country Babylon the Great, you know. So what you can see here on this map is UFO sightings reported by country, and Babylon the Great being number one. As you can see, it's lit up. And so remember that. And compared to the other parts, you know, South America, not as much. Europe, a lot as well, which we understand this also is reported. So not a lot of people have cell phones in these other parts, but now a lot of these people are seeing chariots sightings in bulk areas where Jake is, even though we know Jake is a majority. These heathen nations have Jake in their in captivity as well, you know, but mainly in Europe and Babylon the Great. But the point is that there's a scripture that came into my mind seeing these pictures, and I'm going to go straight to it. This is Salakia. Amos 9 and 8 is the first one that I wanted to bring up that I had here on my list. Salakia. Amos 9 and 8. This is, behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So this is a promise by the powers that there would be no harm that would ultimately cause Israel to completely be destroyed, and that the Lord is keeping tabs on his men by way of the angels, which are the pilots of the angelical vehicles that people call UAPs, UFOs, IFOs, as we know them as, because they're identified flying phenomenons. But Esau has another one, is UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenons. But we know that those angels are keeping tabs on Esau, making sure that the how do you say, the tabs are being kept on the prayers of the elect. You know, situations are being moved. Somebody's getting a flat tire that causes them to spin out of control, to cause judgment, you know, on somebody else that was just maybe driving down the road. But the whole flat tire scenario was to get that person to veer off to the left and, you know, ultimately cause the unaliving of one other person, you know, when all the angels are involved in all that, but the Lord ordained it in the heavens. And so, you know, now the main thing is that these are talking about is because everybody has, for the most part, a cell phone, you know, in the so-called developed country. Even in third world countries, you know, people be recording crazy shit that they be seeing, you know. And so now these things cannot be hidden and controlled by the mainstream media that Esau has put out there, you know. So we understand that he cannot hide what he's doing, because even though we know that the Lord is controlling him, but the angels are reporting back what he's doing. And I wanted to get this scripture. I know it's a little not directly exactly what the point is, but because this scripture is talking about how a man, you know, is just going off in secret, you know, thinking that oh, no one sees me, I'm just doing this, but the angels are everywhere, like I was speaking about earlier, always taking tabs, always giving updates, always checking in, always there, present. This is Ecclesiasticus 23 and 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. So there's not a secret, there's not a tunnel deep enough, there's not a secret ocean base that Esau has that he's doing something that the Lord don't know about, that the angels can't get to. That's why you see the orbs out there swimming around in the ocean. You see them up in the skies. You see them zooming past their so-called space stations, have them over their secret military bases that you'd only know it if you went through a little cave in the side of a mountain type thing, man. So there's a lot of things that Esau is trying to hide, but the angels are always keeping tabs, always sending updates. And this is what we are here to tell you, because this is a part of prophecy. This is in the Bible. So we're here to teach it, because what's going on in New Jersey is causing a lot of confusion, and a lot of people talking at they ass, trying to explain what the heck it is they're seeing, whether they're the Greys, whether they're reptilians, whether they're little green men coming from far away. Oh, they've been here the whole time. Oh, they're actually us in the future coming back, man. Talking about straight madness that you hear from some of these so-called experts and people that think that they know what the hell is going on, when we've been telling you for years what these chariots are, starting with the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. So you have to understand that if you're taking information from somebody else, then you're not getting the full truth, because they're not coming out the Bible like we are. We're coming out the Bible with receipts. We know we can go into Zechariah. We can go into different examples of what the clouds are, the chariots of fire, the horsemen in the sky, all types of things. But this is continuing Ecclesiasticus 23 and 20. He know all things ere ever they were created. So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. So the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is not just creating something and he's just letting it run wild. No, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai controls every single little aspect of our life. And that one scripture just says, not even a sparrow falleth out of the sky, without the Lord's ordain, which means that he's always constantly watching every single little thing to make sure that prophecy is fulfilled. And, there's nothing that's going to stop his will, because he controls it by way of him putting out the orders, the angels acting upon them, in whatever manner it is that they are supposed to do. And that's just, speaking as a man, because we can only describe it, so many words, but we understand the process and the chain of command and the order and everybody's jobs. We know that when we see a chariot in the sky, hey, that's a chariot, that's an angel. That's someone we know what certain duties they have, whether they're left-handed, right-handed angel, so we don't get confused when we hear about demons and angels and good things and bad things and traumatic accidents happen and people seeing crazy things in the sky. We don't get bugged out, and not like these other people in the world do. So I know this is Jeremiah 10 and 2. This is a very relevant scripture to what's going on right now in this so-called festivity season of Xmas, or the celebration of these pagan ass gods that these Christians serve. This is Jeremiah 10 and 2. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. And they're dismayed, which was the word dismayed. Let's go into it. Dismayed. Definition. To be deprived of courage or to be disheartened. Hey, man, to be deprived of courage, man. That couldn't be anything more opposite of what a hopeful elect man feels when he sees a chariot. When a hopeful elect sees a chariot, man, he gets so happy. He's calling upon he's praising Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Call hello Yahweh Bashem Yahushai when we see a chariot, man, because we don't get that fearful spirit upon us. We get a rejuvenated spirit, a recharged spirit, you know, elevation to our mind, not a disheartened spirit, like it's saying being dismayed at the signs of heaven like the heathen are, man. So, hey, count yourself worthy if you can understand what it is that these things are in the sky, because the elders and apostles have built us up very well to understand the full ins and out of what the scriptures are speaking of in the Bible, to know what's going to happen in the future, what we're seeing, the strange events, to what to expect, because we expect strange events that nothing like this world has ever seen to happen, man. We still got to see the Leviathan, the Charagma, all types of things are going to happen that this world has never seen before. But we're going to be ready for it because we're being built up in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and doing the right thing. Like they say in the world, you got nothing to worry about if you're doing the right thing, right? So called, they say on the street, oh, what are you worried about getting caught if you're not doing anything bad? And that's the type of spirit that we're in, man. We're not worried about Yahweh Bashim Yahushai uh, uh, coming to put judgment. Obviously, we don't know we're saved. We're not scared of him bringing judgment. Like, oh man, I'm fucked. There's no way out, because we're doing everything that we can to the best of our abilities. But these people in the world, what I mean when I say that is they don't want the end of the world to come. They don't want the hard times to come. They don't even want the hard times to come so that the kingdom of heaven can be established on earth. They just want to keep living in Esau's world, being a slave. But we understand that, hey man, it is called Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that we're able to understand these strange events that happen in the world because they're strange to the heathen. But if you read the Bible, you would understand exactly what it is you're seeing. And that's why it's imperative, most important, to be able to understand the scriptures. But we understand that it's only a chosen man that has been given faith that can really get into the meat of the scriptures and not be emotionally disheartened by it. So I don't want to ramble on too much, because Lord willing that this lesson was edifying, and we know what's going on, in the sense that we know enough to ring that bell and to edify our people and what these are, and to not be disheartened like the rest of these heathen nations and other people are when they will see these things, man. So prepare your mind, body, and spirit for what's going to happen in the future, because you're going to see some strange events. So Lord willing that this lesson was edifying unto the elect. Till next time, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakwadash. Double honor to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And peace and salutations to all you hopeful elect Akim out there laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.